Flying Solo by Linda Holmes deals with contemporary romance. It is an entertaining read with fascinating twists and turns. The central character of this book is Laurie. It is all about Laurie, her wants, needs, love, fears, and feelings. This book is a part of the romantic genre, however, can be read as a women's text as well, because it engages notions about things that women should and should not prioritize in their life. The book talks about how the happiness of all women does not have to come from one way, marriage. Linda Holmes managed to incorporate such a sensitive and debatable topic in this book, and it is a must-read. Journalist Laurie Sasselin is about to turn 40. She is determined on her decision to never get married and she does not want any kids. She is content with these choices and has built a life of her own. Being brought up with 4 brothers in a not-so-quiet household, she has always longed for a peaceful and personal space. Her decisions are thrown into sharp relief as she visits her great-aunt Dot's house after her death. Aunt Dot had certain similarities with Laurie. Dot didn't get married and didn't have kids as well. She traveled a lot. So, Laurie can visualize her future and has an opportunity to consider it appropriately. Among all the well-organized belongings of a 93-year-old woman, Laurie rescued a wooden decoy duck. It was buried underneath blankets in a cedar chest. A duck is very out of character for Aunt Dot, and more surprisingly, why did it even such a great deal to her? Laurie had no idea that it is actually for her, a secret message from her aunt to solve and learn from. Laurie also has other matters that are quite perplexing. Her friends and family are happy to have her back in Maine for a while, as well as Laurie's ex. He was her high school boyfriend, Nick Cooper. Nick is now a handsome, hot, divorced, good-hearted librarian. And, now Laurie's chosen path seems to be fragile, and Laurie should perhaps consider taking the route she has always been determined to avoid. In all these ducky investigations, clearing out Aunt Dot's house, and doubt regarding Laurie's singlehood, Linda Holmes has built a potential love story, which is not exactly a love story. It should be and could be a love story, but it's not. Flying Solo is a homey and warm novel. It has conveyed several messages such as how romantic bonds don't need to fit into any square and that you can also have a happy life without marriage. The ending of this book is not predictable, however, we always love to read something new. One of the best aspects of this book is that although it is a romance book, but in a more detached sense, the readers will get to read about a thriving childhood romance and a second chance in a relationship. However, that is not the focus of the novel. Linda Holmes has certainly done an amazing job with this fiction and you must not waste any more time, go read it.
Thanks for listening this book review podcast. If you like this review, don't forget to follow, so that you do not miss any of our future podcast. Also show us your love by sharing it with your friends and family.